All right, there we go. Now we have audio. So if anybody actually tries to show up, they can hear me. Like I said, I've been trying to finish up Sharn, or Assad does things the hard way. He does need to get to level 21. To re-gear. That's not a far away. All right, chump. Oh yeah, forgot he's a cleric. I can do this. I've missed my glowing thing for free hit points. A door? I hate vanguards. I'm not making this easy. Well, this is David Azad does things the hard way. NFC North champs. A surprising ride this year. I really didn't think they'd do it. They started a little rough. The Steelers still have the slimmest of hopes, but they don't deserve it this year. I'd rather see the Raiders get in than the Steelers. I can't remember who they're actually fighting over the last position with. I guess I care that little. What group of losers that's sitting at 8-8 actually have the, or 8-7 actually have the in the AFC? He skates by on too much goodwill, I think. I might need to get up and make a cup of coffee. but not as good as Good Will Hunting 2 Hunting Season. Usually these are not left alone. Well, that was weird. Real weird. Nope, going out this weekend. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I've already seen some of the spoilers. I don't care. I hear it was pretty amazing when, the Captain Spock and the Enterprise came around that asteroid to save Dave Lister and the Red Dwarf. Hmm. Now, on the other hand, I am happy, I'm pleased as punch to hear that Quentin Tarantino is not going to do Star Trek. Now you shoot him in the back. Yeah! Shoot him in the back. It is the safest way, after all. I've killed everything. How much is it worth, though? It's like worth 100. $834, let's go find it. Because it wasn't where I thought it would be. Woohoo! Almost 1,000 XP. Wasn't on Damsels, was not going to be on Damsels. They've invited me once, but they were finishing up their Borderlands thing, and they kind of like to do that, like, alone, separate. I mean, if they wanted me on, they forgot to ask. So they said something like, well, we were going to have Doug on, but he's not here. No one actually officially asked me. It's time to jump around, jump around. Like devotion, yourselves a bitter ocean. I don't play enough games to do those things. Ah, my friend likes it. Top 5 games released this decade. I think I only have 2. I don't think I can do top 5. I think I can do a top 2. Yeah, I can do a top. I can get 3. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about buying a game. So thinking about it. I think it depends on what happens tomorrow. I mean, I'm out of a job. I really can't be going around buying video games. But I really want to buy Bard's Tale 4. If I had to pick a top game, I'm going to go with No Man's Sky, followed really closely by Rocket League. And it really depends on whether I want to interact with people or not. Well, actually, the song is both If I Only Heart or If I Only Had a Brain. It's the same melody. They gave the lion another song. I mean, Minecraft, I suppose, is an okay game. I've played it at my friend's house a little bit, and in all honesty, I kind of see the appeal, but not for me. When you get down to it, No Man's Sky and Minecraft aren't that far apart. It's just No Man's Sky is a hell of a lot less goofy. That, and it kind of references a awful human being, and the guy who made it, since he's become a multimillionaire, thinks he can say anything. You could have a steam train if you just lay down your track. You could have an aeroplane flying If you bring your blue skies back. Where are you going? Yeah, I want Netflix to watch the last season of Jessica Jones just to be a completionist. That's about it. Oh, I gotta see the last season of Glow, too. I heard that was really good. I think next week I'm gonna binge watch Man in the High Castle and finish off Childhood Ends. Does that tree burn? I don't know what tree you're talking about. Cameo one. You tell her what kind of girl this is for me. Wait, Lotro? I know Lotro's got horns. I would like to see more bard instruments and have them do something. I mean, the lute's standard, that's right, but you know. I'll admit, I miss my Lotro bagpipes because, by God, were they ever annoying. But this is also Eberron, so there should be like saying like a keytar or something, you know? The Kenneth Crystal powered Casio DG100. I lived under the skies that may have come. I am begun. All my digital thunder just steal my dreams away. You tank him there, Albus. Yeah, I gotta get that cup of coffee. I will be right. I will be right back. I'm not gonna turn anything off or anything. I'm just gonna go grab that cup of coffee. Oh my god. Yeah, well, the 50 of the Farmer's Almanac usually has a 50-50 chance of being right. Of course, if I have a 50-50% chance, it's just wrong. Tomorrow, let's plan on an 11 o'clock start. Tell me anything about breakfast.
Okay.
Figure it's just Christmas dinner.
Okay. All right. 11 o'clock.
And all that's left is the band of blue. All that's left is the green purple. My phone beep bloop. Alright, the phone beep bloop. Let's find out. Alright, I'll have to send Uger a Sol Invictus soon too. Um, um, let's just say that I'm going to talk to somebody after the holidays, and maybe a bit of the old whistleblower thing will come into play. I kind of found out something and didn't pass it on to try to protect something. I did the right thing the wrong way. Try to protect somebody. I think. Let's just say there's something is not right in the state of Denmark. I used to be a teacher, and I'm really saying used to be because I think after this, there's no way I get a, unless I report it, unless I say something, I gotta find out the right way to do it. I still don't think I'll ever be a teacher in this state again now, so if it's what I think it is. If it's not, then the principal's just an ass. Either he's doing something wrong or he got a little bit more power and it went straight to his head. Either way, it was the wrong thing. So. Sol Invictus, Fargonaut. Sol Invictus. Ahoy. I'm going to have to play Pirates again one day just for you. I'd play World of Warships, but it's almost embarrassing how bad I am at it. Me and 7 bots could go up against Feckless and she'd wipe the board with us. No, I have not tried Maelstrom. I wonder if McVegan Pants has tried Maelstrom so I could find out from her. Most of my naval stuff is actually Space Navy stuff, though. I'm a very big Space Navy guy. I used to play the hell out of this old game called oh, it was the companion to Breach 2. Rules of Engagement. That's what it was. Oh, Lord, I love that game. I have to admit, Breach was funner. But playing them together, because they were the first two games they were designed to work together. So you'd like go try to capture an enemy ship in Rules of Engagement, and then you'd play the scenario out in Breach 2. Oh, so much fun. The ambition they had on 3 and 486s. I'd probably go a little crazy on GOG if they released them. Probably gonna start playing some Wing Commander every week too. Stream that. Wing Commander, Heart of the Tiger. I think I have played every main series Wing Commander game to the end. Yeah. They still have Freelancer around here somewhere too. The game, not the guy I play Rocket League with. Yep, Booger got fired. Such is life. So, like anyone nowadays, I'm on Twitch begging for money. Lisa, can I have more? I shall do cleric checks for you. Like right now, I'm playing an effective in combat cleric. Who knew? Inquisitive Tree, OP. Why, if this goes on too long, I might even have to start up Lotro streams again. Oh my god. That's where the big money is, right? Right, Epic Giger? Hey, alright, finally a follow. Jeez, come on, man. How long has it been? Come on. No, I'm just kidding, man. Thanks. Wait, did they change this so it's random? Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know about Stream Tom. I tried to connect with him yesterday, not to like get anything out of him or anything, but just okay. I hear his streams are less Brody, and they were. It was really good. It's just he wouldn't respond to anything I said, which was a little odd. I was one of 3 people talking. I don't know. Weird. Maybe he's got it so you can only see people who've been there regular. I don't know. It just was weird. We don't hear that often enough. Thank you very much for the subscription, Uger. I do appreciate that. It does mean quite a bit to me. Of course, that means on the 30th, when my Twitch Prime subscription comes back again, you're the one I gotta hit up first. Try to hit up Gore, but he wasn't an affiliate yet, so. Nurmwind is more responsive from my experience. What? Well, I do appreciate it. Neverwinter, you mean? Neverwinter looks like the world's worst cartoon to me, so my wife doesn't agree with me, but I just can't. It looks like everything in Neverwinter is covered in saran wrap, and then there's a really bright light shone on it, you know? It seriously bugs me. But I'll admit, different strokes for different folks. It's almost the same look as Star Trek, but Star Trek's always been kind of like a cartoon, so I guess it doesn't bother me as much. It's just so much more plasticky. Well, most games have false choices. I mean, it was really hard to code in good choices in Star Trek, because I did that with 404 error, Admiral not found. I mean, that's the reason why I came in technically second place. We like to call it technically second place because the guy who came in first cheated. He was a cheater. A cheating cheater. Oh, hey, another one. Thank you, Pargonaut. I do appreciate that. Hey, all right. Everybody who's here got emotes. Thank you, Thoughtgar, for the emote you got. If you got an emote. God, I wish I could just give emotes away, guys. I wish I could give lots of things away. I'm working on that. I'm probably going to start doing regular plat giveaways on Kyber. Yeah, there's the Capstar. God, I've been rocking that for so long. You guys have no idea how that long that's been my symbol. I mean, like, geez, it's going to be like third year of high school. Little background, I really thought NATO was the bee's knees when I was in high school. That sounds strange, I know. But then again, I thought the Cavalier was the bee's knees in high school. He's not in here, is he? Nope. I'm caught on something. Oh, that's gonna hurt if I don't kill it. Ah! Kill the constructs. Kill the reinforcements first. Now you can go back to beating on Tubby here. These we made by hand. That's the other thing. I'm probably going to stop exporting the regular, other than the ones that are shows, like High Shift, which was supposed to be tonight. I was not feeling good. I didn't eat all day. So I had to eat. By the time I finished eating, it was pretty much over. I might do a high shift themed show tomorrow because there's supposed to be snow in San Andreas, so I want to see that at least before it goes away. I think I'm going to replace the tier 3 trash dagger emote with like a cappuccino flag or something. I don't know. I'm seriously proud of trash dagger, don't get me wrong. It's like my most greatest DDO or any game moment. Boy, I have not done Reach for the Sky in so long, I hope I remember how to do it. I do. I tried to start Minstrel on Arkenstone Uger, but I got like killed in the beginning zone. It was embarrassing. So I might have to do a hunter. I really want to do Minstrel, but they have whacked the Minstrel with the Nerf bat hard. Seriously hard. Yeah, I mean anyone can do a hunter. I mean, you know, hunter's easy mode. I get it. Blue line or red line. Even yellow line's not too bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, thank you, Fargonaut, but thank you, Thagor. I didn't realize that was a gift sub. Sorry, I was in the middle of something. Should have read that more carefully afterwards. Awesome, awesome. All right, so now I gotta talk to this guy. Detain the mercenaries. Detain the mercenaries. I mean, I love Minstrel. It's my favorite class, but boy, I'm kind of afraid to go back on my main over on Gladden. Okay. He is. Solid man, solid man. A true citizen of Sharn. Well, this isn't going anywhere. Oh my god. Lol. Lol. Yeah. Kyber's a good community. Yeah, Thulsa Doom reached out to me today. He thought I was mad at him for some reason. I'm all like, no, every time I'm on my level 12, you're doing Reaper, and every time I'm on my level 30, you're like just beginning a new life, you know, dude? I mean, it's been bad luck. Thought he was like doing static stuff with Green and stuff. Even then, I got that wrong. Apparently, it was just like, no, just whoever. I put up my Kill my LFMs, I take whoever I can. Next time he puts up an LFM, I might have to drop what I'm doing and switch characters. I don't have anybody who's really, like, Reaper capable, with the sole exception of probably Red Array. I think Red Array could probably do Reaper. But I'd still die a lot. And he's a Warforged. Not a lot of people like to run Reaper with Warforged because they're harder to, harder to keep up. But he's the only guy I got that's got like both defense, self-healing, and DPS. Well, both. That's 3 things. So the other reason why I shouldn't be able to do Reaper, I can't count. You can't do Reaper if you can't count. 1, 2, 3! 3 Famine Reapers! Mwahahahaha! Azad. Originally I had a YouTube series I was doing called Azad Does Everything the Hard Way, and I did everything on hard because it was a second life, and I could. And then I found out I wasn't really good at it, so... But then the Inquisitor tree came out, and I found out I was really good with that. So, but I didn't redo the series. But I'm still trying to do everything on hard for him. Oh, this is not good. Saved it. All right, now I should be able to not screw up. Oh, I forgot to talk to the dude. Do I still need to talk to the dude, I wonder? Do you have no thoughts of him? Oh my god. He's like a legend. I remember far back that somebody actually like copied his name and they were Tulsa Doom. And I'm all like, ah. It's like if Conan was fighting for someone from Oklahoma, ha 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 ha. They decided I have to kill that one first. I don't know why. Okay. Oh my god. Just... Yeah. I'm hoping to run with him a little bit too as the days go on. I don't know if he wants me to stream while we're doing that, but we'll find out. He doesn't seem to be that shy. Okay, literally, I'm going to kill everything but the ice one. They're not doing a lot of damage. Let's go back to the ice one. It's more dangerous. You will what? Yeah, Epic Cougar? You will have a Merry Christmas? I hope you do. After I get done with this on your Discord, I will post my traditional holiday greeting of Sol Invictus. Sol Invictus. It's the old Roman holiday that used to take place on the 24th or 25th, and we celebrate the days getting longer finally. Yeah, that's kind of almost literally what Yule is, but it's not equinox, it's a solstice. Solstice, sun does not move. It's because for like 4 days, that's why, you know, Sol Invictus was a thing for like 4 days, like from the 19th to the 24th. It doesn't look like the sun's moving. It moves the fastest at the equinoxes. You can tell that by the annulus, the sun track, the figure 8 thing on a globe. I'm really smart. Well, I have a lot of knowledge of this stuff because I had 35 years of National Geographic. No essay, just the word Sol Invictus. Yeah. People asked. I'm not going to post an essay. I'm not that annoying. Now, if you really want to get essays on weird topics, I would suggest you ask Nick about, you know, the particular kind of blend he puts in his dispenser. I know, is it Joe Cougar? I'm playing along. Instead of waiting to give you an essay there, I'm giving you a lecture now. Although I'm kind of wondering why I'm not singing. I mean, this is Shout by Tears for Fears I'm listening to. come on. I'm talking to you, so come on. Oh. I like quite a few Tears for Fears songs. I do think Shout is my favorite 80s song. Take them down to down. Thank you, Uger. I do appreciate the sentiment. I do. And I hope to play Rocket League some more with you soon.
Probably be a job. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back to. Oh, buddy's back. I'm going to go back to the airship and take a quick break. I'll be right back. I need this one.
I heard that.
Obviously, this is a bad night tonight. Thank you for the raid, Psychoblon.
Not bad.
I've already sold. I'm going to the Fate Spinner now. Gotta take level 22 to 21 so I can re-gear. Let's see what I can take at level 21. Yeah, usually I take overwhelming critical, and I think that's probably what I'm gonna have to take again. But I was thinking maybe I'd take like maximize or. No, I already taken them. Quick draw, precise shot. Precise shot would be nice. Precise shot of overwhelming critical. Well, I can always switch it out. I've got more than enough dragon shards. We'll go ahead and take overwhelming critical. I think over in the long run it'll be the more overwhelming out of the two. And now I'm truly ready for my level 21 gear. Yay! I think that means I'm going to have to park him. Do I need to park him? That's the question.
So,
Yeah, we got Wizard. Yeah, I probably got gear on them already, so he'll probably have to be parked for a while. Try and get everybody up to 30. Try and get everybody up to 30. Oh, what are we gonna do? Do I have anybody in the middle parts here? I think I need to start getting 3C up too. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick look on 3C. Let's see if I can use him right now.
oh, you trying to kill me or what? He's trying to kill me to take my sleep.
You don't be. It makes me tired.
Andy got me here.
That's good.
So, Ryan. I'm going to have to put it on. Knee.
Does he have the gear set? No, of course not. Who's got the level 10 gear set? Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is what I hate about having all these tunes. So, you know, I know I have these gear sets, but I don't know. Don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it, I guess.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay. And alright. Sequel.
Maybe the gear set is on? I don't know. Let's check. I have too many tunes. If I have the level 10 set on anybody, it'll be Majora's Ursa. Oh, rated it. The dirty trickster her. Sorry, you're dropping in Psycho Blonde at the boring period where I'm going to re-gear a tune, or well, I'm going to re-gear a tune either way, or shifting a tune. Because I just hit level 21 on Azad, which was a goal. It's also a gear break point, so I kind of have to stop and re-gear because the gear's kind of getting old. Getting old, getting old. Gotta move on, gotta move on. Every 5 or 6 levels. Said Majoris Ursa. I'm also having a cup of coffee, and now I'm listening to Highway Songs by Gordon Lightfoot, so sleep is not in the cards. When I walk the hills so high. I did not know I'd fallen into a Wesley Snipes movie. None of this gear is right. Oh, who's got it? Oh my god. I guess it could be Elam. Oh my god. Wait, Rizzy, wait, no, what? I really don't log into him enough. If it's telling me about the Rizzy Ice Festival and it's not starting till like 3 weeks from now. Kept it on. No, not until This guy holds nothing but weapons. It's not what I'm looking for. I have to reboot the stupid game. Too many character loads. I'd like to rest in the shade of a maple tree. To the blue Canadian sky I'll say a prayer. World out there. When I walk the hills so high around the town where I was born. No, he's wearing the level 9 gear set. That is the old, outdated one. Oh. He's got all the level 10 Ravenloft stuff. I have probably put together my identical Ravenloft gear set. That was a weird noise. It sounded like one of the cats is working, but neither of the cats is working. Natoth could still be wearing it. Although I think she's got the level 15 gear set, so if she does, we're just going to play Natoth. She's got the 15 standard, and I just go beat stuff up with that. She's got the basic stuff, and I'm bored. I want to go do stuff. Let's find out what I gotta do. Looks like she's doing hard stuff too. And it looks like we're ready to take on I'm skipping a lot of stuff. We're gonna go ahead and finish up we're gonna do Ravenloft 3. What? Right, that's what I was waiting for on her. I don't have a good shield. I might skip that. It's only hard. Yeah. I don't care about that. Where's me bottle? Should have the bottle on her, right? Yep, there it is. Bottle time! Revenge of the Sith was best. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. My favorite Star Wars movie was 2009 Star Trek. Or as everybody likes to call it, J.J. Abrams' Star Wars demo reel. Oh, don't lock up on me. I trusted you. I believed in you, Anakin! You were the chosen one! My friend Peter predicted the rise of Darth Jar Jar Binks far before Screen Rant or College Humor did. I mean, it was literally like the minute the movie ended on premiere day, he was doing, oh yeah, Jar Jar's totally going to be the total Darth Lord of the Sith. They're going to find out that Palpatine was his apprentice. And then he did his whole Darth Jar Jar skit, and it was hilarious. I miss Pete. Told you, too many character transfers. Let me reboot. Oh my god. Died. Graphic. Oh, okay. Something to look at while I reboot. I'm going to put it this way: Star Wars was always about a very simple idea, you know, good versus bad. literally, you know, black and white versus sepia tones. I don't know how else to put it or whatnot, but hey, narrow thep. Well, you know, it's one of those things that happen. I tried to do the right thing the wrong way, and now I gotta go talk to people about it. Like I said, it was either that or my boss got a little bit more power and it went straight to his head. It's the only two things I can think of. Either way, total dick move. I think we all have sepia tones. No more beating my brains. No more beating my brains. This and drugs. With liquor and drugs. I'm just a normal guy. First there we go. Alright, we got blue bar. We're back in. That being said, Star Wars is a simple idea and was executed well. It's when they went back and tried to add intrigue. Try to add grayscale to it. You know, if the reboots of Star Trek are the attempt to Star Warsify Star Trek, the prequels were definitely a way to Star Trekify Star Wars, and it doesn't work. They're two different ideas, guys. That's the reason why the original Star Wars or Star Trek thing was so big. It's like, do I want my space fantasy or do I want my space opera? You know? And the decision to add a bunch of, you know, there was never any gray about the Empire, and there should never have been any gray about the rise of it or anyone, you know? I mean, the Klingons or the Romulans weren't inherently evil, they were just different. I mean, they were played as, now, obviously as the bad guys. They were authoritarian, but there was always the idea behind the Federation that they too could be part of the Federation. The Empire had to go. We didn't need to know why. We just knew Empire, build giant military, and space death ray. They're obviously, you know. Although in some of the books they do a pretty good job. The absolute, what do you want to call it? Oblivious scientist, Huizooks. Oh, I thought I was building a giant mining laser to get at, like, the cores of dead planets. Star Wars didn't even really have any. There was no other politics in Star Wars other than authoritarianism bad and freedom fighters good. Star Wars, when you get down to it, has the same plot as, say, oh, I don't know, Let's see if I can get the right one. License to Kill or Rambo 3. I mean, it's the same. It's simplified. It's very simplified. There's no politics needed because they just set up bad guys and good guys. There are only two sides. You're given enough information to decide they're diametrically opposed and cannot work together, and therefore the stars go to war. Stars War. It's not meant to be deep. It's literally meant to be, Red Dawn in space. John Milius could have wrote it. I'm not saying Star Trek was a socialist fantasy, but it was it looks like that. But you have to understand that Gene Roddenberry was not a socialist, but he was a humanist. He did have a thing where there should be laws put in place where capitalist structures would be okay to try to work for the betterment of mankind rather than profits over all else. So. Well, yeah, that's kind of a humanist idea. It's more of a humanist idea than, say, a socialist one. Now, I'm not saying that, especially when you look at Star Trek The Next Generation, they might have turned it into more of that, but yeah, Roddenberry was not averse to making money. But he did think that if his company made enough money, he should be able to spend it on improving humanity and not just giving it to shareholders. And then, of course, in 1994, they brought on Ronald Moore to Deep Space Nine and really kicked the whole socialist fantasy thing right in the huevos. Yeah, socialism is an economic structure, not a true political one. So is communism with a little c. Capital C, we're talking about Soviet socialism. If Booger was still here, I could give him a lecture on that too. Pretty sure he doesn't want to hear about it though. Well, not really. I'm not going to go that far because, for years it was a powerful scare word in American politics. It's just we've moved on from that because there are only three countries that are really practicing that now, and all of them are a disaster. Old Soviet style. Almost everybody else is either authoritarian mixed or Democratic mix. So yeah, it's just things that basically it comes down to you need. It's whether you not or not you decide something is a basic can only be provided. It can be done better, cheaper by anything that can be done cheaper by a monopoly and done efficiently by a monopoly should then be controlled by the people, where the people would have input. That's the basic tenet of it. When you don't have, say, like you bring up the well, no, it's a question of balance because, like I said, I mean, when you look at when you have capitalism in the area of, say, the police, what you get is bribery. Is what I'm saying. It's the corruption. It's paid for protection. There are very few things I think that should be centralized like that. They basically fall under the categories of life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. That's a little different. But life and liberty, I would not want to see, like in Snow Crash, where you had Admiral Bob, and General Jim's defense companies. Basically mercenaries running the United States military. That was pretty hilarious. And then, of course, they both got outbid for the aircraft carrier Enterprise by religious minister L. Bob Reif. Must be going to Yester Hill. I've seen every one of them but the last one. I have not seen, I guess it's Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to go see it this weekend. Most likely. Probably like New Year's Eve. Probably go catch a New Year's Eve at matinee. I've already seen some of the spoilers. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I really... The only thing I really liked about Star Wars was that they kept the continuity pretty tight, and then they didn't. Now, like, that's how Star Trek people felt in 1992. When they took the writer's Bible and just threw it out the window. I didn't have a problem with Rogue One other than I thought it was a little slow. And it didn't have Kyle Katarn in it. I'm a big fan of the Star Wars video games. They have all been uniformly excellent. With the exception of the MMOs, which I've never played. I played a little bit of the new one when it was in open beta, and I thought it was boring, clunky, and I hear it's gotten better, but not going back. Whole bad system. But all the first person and all the space shooters, awesome. Even the N64 games were pretty good. All my problems with 7 and 8 have to do with the fact that Star Wars once again has no concept of the idea of physics, and it's not Wing Commander. The last one was not a Star Wars movie, it was a Wing Commander movie. I'm sorry. That bombing run, totally straight out of Wing Commander. Oh my god. I'm all like, okay, so Mark Hamill's in this, but he's going to be playing Lieutenant Christopher Blair, right? Because then this doesn't make any sense. Oh, TIE Fighter, X-Wing, TIE Fighter versus X-Wing, TIE Fighter Alliance, those were all great. Played them all. They weren't as good story-wise as Wing Commander was, but they probably had a better engine than, well, they definitely had a better engine than Wing Commander 1 and 2. Wing Commander 3 and 4 probably went back to kicking butt. Sorry, it's just, my opinion. Yeah, well, yeah, see, that's like canon in Wing Commander. I could have bought that. Wing Commander, I'm sure. Das Boot in space, come on. Of course it is, come on. We've never made any pretensions about this. It felt really odd in the Star Wars movie. As far as everything else went, it was Star Wars enough for me. I'm not nitpicky. My standards were horribly low after the introduction of the character of Jar Jar Binks, so I don't think they out Jar Jarred anybody, so there were a lot of wasted potential. I'll give you that. I sure would have liked a lot more with Commander, Phasma or something like that. I'm not going to sit here and criticize her name. Almost every name in Star Wars is kind of dumb. Including the only thing I really found dumb about Solo was the movie had it just couldn't be a family name. They actually had to explain it. It didn't need explanations. It just was something. Come on. It didn't need an explanation. Everything else maybe it wasn't the way I thought about it, but it wasn't. It was not like, well, this is not how I was told it was. It was. I mean, we were just given a lot of generic stuff. Mm, I don't know. I think Star Wars has always been a little heavy-handed with that. Like Yoda, everybody's too old to be trained in the prequels. That was pretty bad. The Kessel Run in 12 parsecs is a pretty bad line in the originals. Oh, we all wanted the Zahn trilogy, but we were never going to get it. They'd have had to, Disney would have had to pay Zahn. Disney doesn't pay any writers. They're either under contract to Disney, so they get the product at the cheapest price, or it's in the public domain after they find a way to trick it to be out of the public domain. This is not new to Disney. This is what Disney does. The minute I heard that Disney was doing the movies, I knew the EU had to be gone, because then they'd have to pay real writers who've already done real writing to do real things and have to be paid for it. And Disney does not do that. Disney will not do an adaptation and have to pay somebody royalty. Royalties are paid to Disney. Disney does not pay royalties. It's that simple. It has nothing to do with control or whatever or whatnot. It's just what Disney does. And they're dicks about it. And I hate them. So don't be surprised if you find a lot of Marvel properties changing more than you like too, because I don't think they're going to go back and do a whole lot more series where they already didn't have the royalties already locked off under Marvel contracts. Because if they don't, then Disney does not pay royalties. They're big giant wieners about that. I don't know, the ability to make clones in 3 days, I think that's kind of a super weapon. You're in 3 days you're able to make enough crew members for 5 Katana Star Destroyers, and then you've got 200 of them, and you've got about a month to do it, and yeah. That and Hulk is a little bit hard to write for, I think. Hulk would make a good TV series focusing on Banner, where about every 4th episode he hulks out. I think it's too hard. I think a Dr. Banner's TV series where the Hulk appears about every 4th episode could be intriguing. Like, how is he going to lose control this time? For what reason? You know, how is he going to help these people? But Hulk, Hulk's a little bit like writing for Superman. You want to have Hulk out and punch stuff, and and it's just most things on Earth are going to be too wimpy for him. Planet Hulk really was. Putting him in Thor Ragnarok is brilliant. Sorry. Really, to do a good a Hulk story that's set on Earth, you really have to make it a banner story, and I really think that's got to be television. Yeah, Katana Dreadnoughts or Destroyer. It doesn't matter. It's MacGuffin. It's MacGuffin by any other name. His best MacGuffin though was Thrawn. Sorry. The best thing Zahn did was every book he makes Thrawn do 2 or 3 things that are just subtly wrong to show you, to really set up the fall at the end. I mean, Thrawn's cool. Don't get me wrong. Thrawn's cool. But he made sure Thrawn wasn't perfect because he knew Thrawn was going to have to lose at the end. And it didn't just come out of nowhere. It's just these little subtle things where he, because he's so sure he knows things because he's a chiss. Just the subtle little mistakes he makes, and the best thing about it is it's nothing that the rebels do intentionally either. He just makes one deduction too far or one deduction not enough. His writing of Thrawn could have been so OP, Mary Sue, whatever you want to call it, but he redid it perfectly. But did they? No. There's a whole scene when he goes in and he talks about the intricate carvings of the clan house. No. The Noghri have art. Matter of fact, when the last one does it, he says how artistic. It was so artful. No. Matter of fact, he thinks he knows he's got the Noghri so deceived that he doesn't realize that he's pierced his deception, and that's his downfall. He doesn't realize that. That's his final mistake, is he doesn't realize that Leia got to him. No, he walks in. And he talks about that because he's going to take away the clansmen. He sees the art too. He sees the carvings. Leia knows what it means, though. Leia knows what it means. That's how she's able to break Thrawn's hold on them. But he sees their art. But by then he's already got the idea of they're all about honor and whatnot, but he doesn't realize that his hold's broken on them. They don't give that away. So, yeah, that was one thing the prequels did kill. That was the one thing that really got to me in the prequels. The only thing, really. I mean, Jar Jar was just a bad character, but, you can see, he was supposed to be in the fine tradition of the Ewoks. Gotta market to the kids, sell the toys. Harry's gonna want their own Darth Jar Jar plushie. No, the fatal blow to the EU was Luke being born first in episode 3. At that point, we knew we'd never get the Thrawn series. Oh yeah. Well, that was, sorry, but when he did it in '77, that was smart. Fox gave him all the merchandise. Yeah, that turned out to be a pretty bad idea. Whoever wrote up that contract probably not going to get. Probably didn't last long at Fox. We can make fun of it, but when he made the first deal and all about the merchandise, you know, that was smart. I'm sorry, that was smart. It's just that it's something he's just kept going, and he's probably done overly much. Although I'm trying to think, have I ever seen a non-tasteful Star Wars toy? I'm trying to think of the worst Star Wars toy I've ever heard of. I mean, I only really know the Kenner era. But for the most part, they were really solidly built. I mean, yeah, maybe you didn't want an IG-88 for Christmas if that's all they had left, but at least your IG-88 was not going to be flimsy crap. Now, Jar Jar's a bad character, not bad though, but the toy Jar Jar was very well put together. I'm going to admit, you know, after Playmate Toys lost the Star Trek series stuff, the Star Trek toys sure went to crap. Yeah, those initial Kenner Star Wars ships, those were phenomenally well put together. I mean, they're the first plastic toy I can say about this. They are heirloom pieces. my friend had the Lambda shuttle. Oh my God, that was. Because I had a friend who had the USS Flag, and that thing was put together like crap. The flag carrier from G.I. Joe, and you know it was. You know, that was Mattel, and it was like, you know, sorry, it was basically the guy's version of the Barbie Dream House. I mean, compared to today's toys, it's really solid too, but it had nothing on Star Wars. Like I said, those Star Wars pieces, like I said, I'm not kidding, they're heirloom quality. They were meant to last generations. Yeah, I think the smaller the G.I. Joe toy got, the better it was. The Rattler, the A-10, was a lot better than the F-14. The F-14 was pretty flimsy. Most of the tanks were pretty good. I had the missile launching tank. My friend had the Hiss. Yeah, the Rattler aircraft was really pretty well put together. I think it's because they wanted to put it at the same price point as the, I don't remember what they called the F-14, but the F-14 was a little bit bigger and had more parts, so to make it the same price point, they either cheaped out on the F-14 or they were able to make the Rattler a little bit better. And then, of course, every single toy got their own, or every single cartoon got their own toy line, because that's all they were for. I had some of the mask toys. I had the Z-28 airplane and the motorcycle helicopter. And while they weren't like super high quality, like I said, compared to today's toys are all disposable. Surprisingly, the cheaper non-branded ones usually are the better ones, because I bought my nephews when they were young a set or just a little generic toy aircraft carrier, and I picked the one that was number 65 on it because of Enterprise. And it was so much better than any branded one. All the branded ones were made, the plastic was a third the thickness. It was horrible. And this $10 aircraft carrier toy I picked up in Walgreens. Oh yeah, yeah. I had a friend who got everything too. His parents were divorced and were spoiling him, and they were both pretty well to do. I missed it when he finally decided. You know, when he was 13, he was asked to choose whether or not to stay in Bakersfield or move back to New York with his other parent. I can't remember which one was which, but he moved back to New York. I missed the guy. Not because he had all the toys or anything, he was just a generally cool dude. I think my high school would have gone a lot better if I had you know, I would have been more like it would have been, you know, Richie Cunningham to his Fonz, if you remember that far back. Yeah, I entered high school with no friends. Every other member of my junior high school clique, and they weren't cool, but they at least were friends to me. They all went to a different high school. Every single one of them. I walked into high school, even though I was never had moved. I walked into high school knowing no one. Not fun. Matter of fact, one of the friends I have, he's maybe if you heard earlier, he's the guy who walked in. I've known him ever since, like second semester of high school. He's down visiting for the holidays. Nice to have him around. We'll move forward. I think it's right over there, lady. I predict I'm going to go find the key right over there. I mean, it's right there. Trying to figure out whether it's loot or the enemy of my enemy. Kyber. Says so at the top. Let's see, the treasure, or so I don't have anything to do until I get almost to the bottom. Great. Yep. On the 27th of September 2009, Kyber was the default server. And therefore, we became Kyber people. I've also got 35 tunes on Argonesson. Ah, yeah, I imagine if you're watching this on the phone, my text would be hard to read. Yep. Sorry to hear that you are under the weather. Glad to hear that you're taking it easy. Rest, the internet, maybe some 7-Up are all the best medicines. Now I want a 7-Up. I was coming down here for other things, but I realized it's not going to be down there. But I was also checking for collectibles. Yeah, I don't play much on either one of those, unfortunately. I mean, I probably have a level 20 on each of them because of daily dice rolls, because I went ahead and got a season pass the day before I got fired last time. Oh, I really wish I had that 300 back. But, oh well. I've gotten my worth out of it and whatnot. I'm going to reapply with the other school district and see, since it's been more than a year, if they'll take me back. And then I'm not going to hang on to that. I'm going to go try to find an office job where all I do is type. You can type 60 words a minute. Come on. As a substitute teacher, I can teach anything. That's the one thing I hated about this new school, is that they really didn't let me teach anyway. I was really kind of upset with that. All my lesson plans were, here's a bunch of dittos. I'm going to put them a day behind and they're going to be really bored and I'm not engaging them and you're not listening to me.
Huh?
No, I was talking about my experiences,
Oh.
not to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a friend who teaches math and science. I have a sister who teaches science.
Don't forget your life was a competition.
You don't teach.
I don't teach, but I'm still a mathematician.
We're talking about teaching.
Oh.
Seriously, you're going to heal me? Thank you. Oh my god, is a different front moving through because it just got really warm in here. I'm going to take a break after this quest, a quick one to get me a 7-Up and empty out my coffee. You can get uncomfortable. I'm not going to be able to wait. I'm going to take a break as soon as I kill the mongrel folk, I think. Yeah. Well, yeah, I would imagine. I don't even have my master's, which I was thinking about going back for. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to turn off the camera here, and I will be right back.
Coins detected in pocket.
All right, I'm back, and thank you for the follow there. This is Nyarlathotep. There, Nyarlathotep. Where, this is, yeah, Natoth. That's Kodath. Not. I had to think about that for a second. I didn't know where you're going with that. Yes. I did that when I used to play tabletop too. When I played in Kryn, I would name all my Dragonborn, or my dragon. I guess they were Dragonborn after or like Narn. The world. Whoa, 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 whoa. A lodestone. I love lodestones. Oh. Okay. I can see that too because I'm in Ravenloft. It's not quite Lovecraftian, but it's definitely darker than Eberron or Forgotten Realms. It's only hard. I should, even with the DR, I should be able to beat these. Ah. See, I'm not big into Lovecraftian stuff. I mean, I played Quake, and that's about the limit of my Lovecraftian lore knows. I have a friend who's big into it. Oh, yes. If he was here, I'm sure he would be like touching me and then sending me a billion DMs about how I'm wrong. Actually, my Warhammer might be silver. Nope. If I'm a paladin, I know it's infused with the holy. I have most of the Doom and Quake games from good old games too. Maybe I should stream some of them. I'm just so horrible at shooters. Although I really enjoy Quake 2, which is basically just aliens. It's one of the better alien games too. It's not quite as good as the Jaguars Alien versus Predator, which I think is the top one. The Jaguar were truly special. The rest were just ordinary special. Yeah, now you get it at the end. Out into water. Merry Christmas, Big Ed. We playing Rocket League tomorrow? Or are we all going to be just so full of food we're just going to go to sleep? It's what away the flows. Great! You know me, I play Rocket League much better when I'm asleep. Subconsciously, I am like Cloud9's Torment. I just watched him today. He was pretty good. He was playing with Ajax. I watch way too much Rocket League. It's entertaining. It's what's on. It's what's on Twitch. You know. Now there's just not enough good, honest Lotro fishing content. I gotta shore it up somehow. Sorry, it's Sprite Zero. It's as close as I could get today. They literally was sold out at Coke Zero at my local Albertsons anyway. Totally out. Now I'm thinking of what was his name? Don Adams. Would you believe? Yeah, I was a little disappointed that Diet Barks doesn't have caffeine. I mean, regular Barks does. Why doesn't Diet Barks? It's a mystery. It's a deep mystery that humanity will never be able to solve because it's locked in there with the formula. It's also the minutes of Maxwell Smart. God, Get Smart was a darn funny TV show. Give me a moment, some kind of mysterious. I hath smited thee. I'm also a paladin. I generate hate like crazy. There he comes. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the taste of Sprite Zero, though. I think I like Diet 7-Up a little bit better, but Sprite Zero is definitely better than regular Sprite is compared to regular 7-Up. The less said about Diet Pepsi products, the better. Oh, I forgot to read the journal. Oh well. Here, Coke Zero doesn't. I've never seen it actually sell out here, but today, oh my God, I had to go accidentally to 3 different stores and I couldn't find any anywhere in the cans. 2 liters. Actually, I kind of like it better, the 2 liter. See, I got used to regular diet Pepsi just because it's all I could drink when I watched football. Because it was free. I don't want any of these things. You're not very good. I think I can get a bag? Yeah, maybe. Bag. Yes. But I wanted to blow the vine. They give you an option to go to where you're at. They just clone this thing. Oh, I've always been a Coke guy. I mean, you know, as far as the rivalry goes, it's all what you were brought up with. You know. There's just so much XP, but I also want to get to level 21 as quick as I can, but man, that's tasty. Yeah, I can't. Oh. The great thing about being a first lifer, doing everything on hard or elite, is just like, what do I want to do? I'm going to do any of these quests. Anything up to level 14, 13. Have I done Manectarin? Yep, done Manectarin. Don't need to do Manectarin. Did I do all of Manectarin? Chains of Flame and Chamber of Rhyme? No, I haven't. Alright. Something to do. Whiz King. I like a fresca every now and then. I actually, when I was delivering beer, I developed a taste for squirt. Never thought I'd like a grapefruit drink. I think I need another 10-piece. You know, I think I'll just do this and probably call it a night. So we just don't need another 10-piece. I know how you feel. I wish they would go ahead and bring over the Mexican Coke Zero made with real fake sugar. Now St. Peter, if it's true, I'm in your hands. My grandmother used to drink the original Tab. Oh my God, that and Diet Right were garbage. Fresca and Squirt are excellent mixers. No doubt about that. Somebody made an excellent punch out of like Squirt, 7-Up, and pineapple juice. And it went really super well with just about anything else you wanted to add to it besides. Or it tastes great straight. Even though I play a bard on the Switches, I'm actually in real life a teetotaler. But don't. Oh, I haven't even done the Explorer yet. Well, I gotta do that, but I won't do that on stream. It's boring. I'll probably do that tomorrow with my buddy when we get home. If I don't play Rocket League, if we get home that late. We should be gone from like 11 to 6, so. It's my life. I can't see myself getting home any later than 6. He went with the poison because he knew that the death block was going to stifle him. I always clear out these guys because these guys for some reason drop antique bronze tokens like crazy, but I guess not today. I don't know why. I usually check Polymath the Scourer. Who's here? Oh, and I don't have any ranging. It's gonna be super awkward. No Mummy Avenger here, though. There might be. Yeah, there's a wizard here. I did not get the Bloodstone or Coronation Shield or Dust Cart. Any one of those three can drop there. Bloodstone's the rarest, though. Bloodstone usually drops a lot more often, and by a lot, I mean not very often at all. With a He Thirsty one, I will never stop dropping the tea. Get my way. I just want to be where my life. Come on, 10-piece. Wake up. Actually, nobody here. Right. Just pretend these things and just. These days in my life has no purpose. Another one of those songs I found in an odd way. Mountains Beyond Mountains, Sprawl 2 by Arcade Fire. My brother-in-law's mom was passing this fireworks video where they had put it in the background. Hey, that's a good song. There's nothing balls rise like mountains beyond mountains, and there's no end in sight. I keep suggesting that this become the official anthem of Bakersfield, but no one seems to find that funny. This kind of suggests our city sucks. Good point. I'm afraid it might have gone over your head. I mean, you know, you're a politician in Bakersfield. I didn't expect you to be smart. Oh, it's going to be a golem heavy version. I hate golems. Yes, you can walk over the top part. You did not need to go back and walk down the stairs and up the stairs through the acid. I have a song that mentions Omaha. I don't remember which one it was, though. I know I have a song that mentions Omaha. Well, two, but no, it doesn't. No, that song doesn't mention Omaha. It mentions Lincoln. Well, until the early '60s, the Bakersfield actually was like one of those desert getaway resort towns, believe it or not. And the reason why there was a studio for Buck Owens and the Buckaroos to record in. Ah, faith. Yeah, at one point the fastest mile had been run here. Uh, now it's bothering me. The lever is not blocked. Go pull it. It just might kill you. Oh, you. Go. Pull the death lever. Where I am. I'm just going to do it and then not pick up the phylactery. Well, there are no wizards in here, I can tell you that. There's no bloody chest. I don't get a whole lot of bonus chests anymore in here. This one was on this page. Is where the story ends. Alright, there it is. Oh, okay, that didn't help. So I have no idea what song I'm thinking of that mentions Omaha. It might be a Gordon Lightfoot song, but I guess Omaha's not that lucky. Oh, I have infinite points on my... Thank God. Oh, that's might be what's stuck in my head is my friend has that. I think that's it. My buddy here, that's his notification tone. Is Convoy by C.W. That's why it's stuck in my head. And it's been going off all day. That's probably why. I think it's right to the part where he does mention Omaha. There you go. That solves the case of the bothersome Omaha reference. Thank you, Detective Fargonaut. Oh no, he says it in Convoy. They're just like a song east of Omaha. It's just a passing reference. So I think they're starting in New Mexico to try to get to Chicago or vice versa or something like that. They're going down Highway 66. This probably won't last long, but Showing so much pride. Never saying no. Oh yeah! +2 upgrade tome of Constitution. Score. I'm not gonna take the phylactery, I want the full XP. Oh, okay. Well, Omaha was mentioned. That's all I know. I wasn't talking about a song about Omaha. That I know I've never heard. I've never heard a song about Omaha. The closest thing I know of Omaha, of a media thing about Omaha, is Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, where Lauren Green tries to get some guy named Jim killed every week. I did a comic spoofing that. Featured my cat, too. Everything you need to make a good internet comic. Cat reference, old pop culture reference, a lot of sarcasm. It was one of the better ones. Well, back then you kind of had to. There were like 3 channels. And 2 of them were showing Mutual of Omaha. I remember watching LA stations back in the day. You know, you had THJ's $1 Million Movie, which was like the biggest blockbuster from 15 years ago. KTLA always had the family movie, and then KTTV was just whatever they wanted to show. They actually brought back Wild Kingdom for like a web series. I remember that. They did like a little 13 thing. It was just basically like a promo. It wasn't nearly as good as the original. I mean, it was more of a commercial than it was really, but... Hey, Smash. Yeah, it happens. I spent the last 5 days not sleeping to get over it, so hey. I'm really getting cynical. Is Marlon Perkins still alive? I think that would be a question for Wikipedia. As I tell the kids, ask Dr. Goggle. I don't have a wiretap, so I can't do it. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, I made it. Hey, hey, hey. Say what, say what, say what. Hey, hey, hey. I'm playing Who's Your Band day after day, and baby, 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 this stuff is driving me crazy. You guys communicate to the masses. Ooh, that's a long time. I kind of had a feeling he was no longer with us, but dang, I thought I would have been guessing like late 90s. Whew. Man, that even feels like before Lauren Green. I think Lauren Green died after I got on the internet, maybe, or maybe I only remember it because when what's his name passed away. Michael Landon, the real Admiral Adama, will never die. No diss on Olmos, but man, I hate NBSG. If I wanted to watch something that depressing, I'd write down. I would shoot a movie of my own life. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see you pop in there. What is that? Meanie? Yeah, I got fired. It happens. Right before Christmas, 2 years in a row. Yeah. So I'm going to take advantage of some resources here in town that supposedly can help me get a job, and we'll see if they can help me get a job. You know, for instance, I'm sick and tired of going into the DMV, and when they have trouble with their computers or trying to find like something like type in a field, I have to point it out to them. It kind of makes me annoyed. Why can't I have their job? I can do it. I can fill out a computer form. I don't get this. I know I'd probably lose a government job because I would try to do it as fast as I could, and that would just make everybody else look bad, so they'd fire me. But it'd be fun to try. Because, you know, they'd all like try, you know, it's all like, you want to be promoted. And I'd be like, no. Then I'd have to do work. Right now, all I'm doing is filling out forms for a lot of money. Totally, like, misunderstanding my purpose here. Oh, I gotta beat Rahab. Because no, because if I get promoted, then I'd have to coordinate you, and none of you can work. I'm sorry. I don't want to herd cats. Actually, I'd love to herd cats, but that would be a job I would enjoy because it involved cats, not you people. But come over here. I don't want to do all the running again. Oh, dude, if I had to count the number of times that people more incompetent than me that I got promoted, if I had to nickel for everyone, shoot, man, I'd be moving in with Jeff Bezos. See, I'm a threat to the incompetent people above me. So they're not going to promote me. That's why, yeah, I mean, basically, I've had a number of jobs where my main job description is to drink and know things. Yeah, sometimes you don't want to, and sometimes they try to make you do it anyway. And you know, a lot of time, I think I could have ran like the convenience, the pizza place. The pizza place I didn't really want it because then I didn't get to drive. And back then I enjoyed driving because gas is cheap, and so is my car. Now gas is expensive, and my car's still cheap, but I can't replace it. So there are also, you know, when I started delivery driving, there was 131,000 people in Bakersfield. Now there are 400,000. This stupid city has literally doubled in size just about every 7 years. And yet it's still the same, it has the same small town, podunk, never get anything done mentality. You know, that was kind of cute at 100,000 people when, you know, realistically you couldn't afford those things, but we have 400,000 people. If Edmonton, Alberta, Canada can do it, we can. And they got like snow removal. Yeah, here in California, you kind of have to. There's exactly one place that had cars you used for delivery. That was the oldest delivery place, Bill Lee's Flying Chopsticks. By the way, still one of the best employers because, you know, they pay like their delivery people a living wage. But you gotta know how to drive stick. And right now, they're still using the same 30-year-old Geo Metros. They have not replaced their equipment in a while, so they're well taken care of, but still, I don't feel exactly safe in a 30-year-old manual transmission Geo Metro. Oh, I'm sorry, they're Geo Prisms. Prisms. I said prism. I said prism. God, no bonus chests at all in this quest. I have a problem with my mic. What problem do I have? I'm blind in one eye and it makes it really hard for me to coordinate. I drive automatic because I have to. I have nothing wrong with manual transmission cars. I just can't use them. My one eye is enough of a distraction. It didn't open. You didn't flip the switch. It's like disconnecting. Okay, thank you. I don't have this up. Why is it disconnecting? I don't have the fans on. That's not a noise gate. I don't know why it might. Oh, there's a little black line. Maybe that is a noise gate. Oh, properties? Is there a noise gate on there? You know what that black line is? No, Melanie, it's okay. I appreciate the input. I'm just checking. I don't really see any problems. If somebody else knows a problem, please let me know. Go through the lever. It kills you. It didn't. I'm sad. Well, yeah, I do understand that manuals are relatively less complicated, and while I know people don't like CVTs, the couple I've driven, I kind of don't mind them, but I do understand a lot of people don't like the fact that the acceleration curve is very, very flat. When you put the gas in a CVT, really stuff doesn't happen, or it does. It just happens at the same rate as if you just kind of ease onto the gas. I mean, it just kind of it flattens everything out. And I get why people don't like that. I don't necessarily mind it, but it's if I wanted a performance car, obviously I would not want one. But we're talking about like a Mercury Milan. Who drives a Mercury Milan to go autocrossing? Yeah, I would, but I'm weird. Yeah, well, like I said, it's just a pain in the butt for me to coordinate with only one eye. And I have a bad habit of looking down at like the keyboard, and I'm pretty sure shifting I'd be the same way. So, like Dirty Harry once said, man's got to know his limitations. That being said, I would love to have had a chance at like getting one of Chrysler's auto sticks from the late '90s, like in a Dodge Intrepid, or ideally paddle shifters. I would like to try that. There's no traps here. My mom had a push button automatic in a '71 Dodge Dart. Push button manual. She loved that. She would buy a manual transmission again if she could get the push button manual. '71 Dodge Dart Swinger 318. How'd he die? Did I have a cell mold of the soul on me? I must have. I haven't even been I probably did that on the first one too. Now I think about it. I remember fighting him. I get it. I wanted to be a racer when I grew up, when I was young and when I grew up, and I knew I would have to learn how to drive manual. But it was just I never got into. My dad never let me get into racing real for real, and so I never learned how to drive manual and not have to look at it. I did lots of things the wrong way. I am the fastest three-finger typer you will ever see. I actually had the guy who did the testing tell that to me. He's all like, technically we're not supposed to pass you if you don't type correctly, but in all honesty, frankly, I'm impressed. See that car in the Matrix? The 64 Continental? It's the only car from the Matrix I can think of. The long suicide door Lincoln, that was a pretty nice car. Yeah, that car was super sweet. There was a little old lady who had a Continental like that. Used to bring it into the dealership I worked at. I mean, Fred died driving Miss Daisy. Always wore a hat, and the white gloves, and the little veil, and oh my God. No, it's black. Jet black Lincoln Continental. Boy, those guys down there were scumbags. That's fine. Worst thing I ever saw them do was this old couple traded in their pristine '79 LeBaron and '81 Mercury for like $500 each, and then the sales bought it off the dealership for $1,000, and then turned around and sold them each for $5,000. And I wanted to buy the LeBaron. I wasn't going to pay the guy $5,000 after he bought it off the original owner for $500. I just hate when people are just that dishonest. He knew what he had. And all the people got out of their $10,000 worth of vehicles was $1,000. I guarantee you that if I had not crashed it, I would still own that '79 LeBaron. Oh my God. No, these were pristine. These look better than some of the brand new '97 Fords they had. The LeBaron was not the greatest car, but boy, did it have the two-door had looks and attitude to spare. With a V-back window and that pimp daddy front end, yeah. Sorry. No, these needed no work. Like I said, in '97 there's a '77 and '81, and if they had 50,000 miles on them in total for both cars, I would have been stunned. Now these that's why I constantly hope between Tesla and CarMax they put all regular dealerships out of business. I mean, CarMax was willing to give me give my dad $3,500 for his '91 Dodge, which was literally a pile of shit. He actually got a better offer from him somewhere. The best thing about the K car convertible LeBaron is the fact that it was a super cheap convertible. Did I get anything good? I didn't even see. I wasn't even paying attention. You guys are having so much fun with me. I wanted to hand to the tombs. I don't think I got one. But I did get a +2 upgrade of Constitution. I might not actually need it, but yeah, sometimes you work for dishonest people. I mean, oh, I may have lost the same job for the same reason I lost my job delivering pizzas, because the owner, or in this case the administrator, is a hypocritical bastard. So I'm probably gonna take the Tales of Valor. I'm definitely taking the Tales of Valor. Yay! All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys gave me a really great night here on Christmas Eve. I really appreciate everything we've kind of done tonight. I appreciate the follows and the subscriptions, and you guys just sharing your time with me. That's like the most important part. Hey, I might stream tomorrow night. I ain't got nothing better to do. Anyway, oh, hey, we're one more follow just to cap off the night. That's great. Melanie. I think it's Melanie. Yeah, Melanie. Thanks for the follow. I love hearing my sound effects go off, and it's great. And we'll see you probably a lot more often, because after I'm done in the morning putting in job applications, I'm going to hop on and stream for all I'm worth. So I'll see you when I see you. Thanks, and have a wonderful holiday season. Good night. 'Cause I never want to make you change for me.